Welcome to the StaffTRAK HR dashboard and database by the careercafe.co.uk. This is a system which you can use to manage the HR people and data within your small company. So the first thing you would do, the most logical thing you would do when you are starting your company, when you have your company, is upload the employee data. So basically we just add your employees here. First thing you do is just add your name of the employee. Let's put in a name. Gender, if you want to track that kind of stuff, it's not essential. Some employees do for gender pay analysis and things like that. So if you want, just put in address. Obviously you can add the address. LinkedIn, put their LinkedIn account if you want. Emergency contact, date of birth, very young. Start date, clearly you will need that. That's very important to put that into the system. Let's put in 1st of November. Let's put in 1st of May 2018, been here 6 months. Hasn't left yet. Did they do probation? Yes, they finished their probation. Let's say they finished that on the 1st of August. Let's say they finished that on the 1st of July, their first probation, and they finished second on the 1st of August. Ooh, that's slightly wrong. 1st to the 7th. And then they finished their second probation on the 1st of August. So you can track lots of things. You can track the start date, you can track their name and address, contact phone number, date of birth. Working hours is usually very important, so yes, pop that in there. So full time, but you can use part-time. Employment status, so working hours and then employment status. So what are they like? Are they part-time, full-time, freelance? Have they terminated? Have they left? Freelance. Job title, let's put in coder. Department, tech, knowledge, location, if that matters. If you've got more than one location, you might want to put that in there. Stroud, line manager, yeah, it's usually important. Banner, starting salary, yes, you want to know that. Let's put on there on £25,000. So you've added in basically that, and then you've done the submission form. It's pretty straightforward, and then you submit the data. Sorry, I'll just scroll that down so you can now see the submit data button. That has been submitted. You can go into the employee analysis, and there are some older employees that I've previously added in. Let's put in Martin Brown, who we've just added in now. So we can see he's a coder, which we added in. Technology, he's on 25,000. He started on the 1st, and his data is gradually beginning to fill up. He hasn't taken any holiday or sick or anything like that. So at the moment, we've just put in his data. We've not put in any performance information and things like that. But if we want to do that, then we can do that now. So this is, if we wanted to add in some holiday, we can say, okay, since he's been here, he's taken 3 days in May and 4 in June. 2 days sick in May. Been a busy person, and so we want to do that, and we may want to add some goals as well. So let's say so we may want to add some goals as well. So let's submit the leave first. You've added that in, and now his leave is submitted. We can see that's very clear. Okay, 3 days, 4 days. It's a very simple system. It's very quick and easy. And we have these sort of holiday and absence ones. And if you want to do a more detailed analysis, you can use the holiday and absence sheet. This really just looks at the accumulated days. If you want a quick, speedy snapshot of your sort of staff, you want to manage them in a simple database, this is a great system with which to do it, really. So after we've added in, we've obviously added the name and all those details. We've updated his holiday. We might want to stick in some goals, sort of, let's say, top programmer. So let's say projects completed on time. So there's one goal for the Q1, and so at this point we can put in the rating. So if we want, at the moment we don't have to put in the rating, so at the moment we can just submit the performance. So that's submitted. We go somewhere else, so we get the employee report. We can go back to that in a minute, but we go back to the employee analysis, and that's submitted. So that is the employee's record, but we may decide obviously now at a later date, we've done the appraisal, let's put in the data. Let's put 5 out of 5, and then all projects completed on time. Submit performance. So now we've updated the record of Martin Brown. So we've done all of that, his salary date and things like that, and his holidays. So that's done for that person for the day. The employee report. If you obviously want to look at particular employees, we've got Martin, we get to see his salary, whether he's got shares, all that kind of stuff. And when there's more data in here, you can begin to look at sort of where people are, if they're in Stroud, or look at people from certain departments. You can look at them by job title, and you can look at them by employment status. So when it's full up with data, you've got a lot of reports there that will bring out lots of good sort of data about the staff. That's just a back-end sort of admin page. But if you want to sort of see the data in one sort of file, you can see it there. The other important one is the dashboard, and this will start to give you some great analysis and data once you start populating it. Let's get up to 2018 anyway, and so yes, there's a little bit of data there which talks about sick days per person, average male salary. There just isn't quite enough data at the moment to do this. So also, as you start adding people in, the average tenure will be a nice report you'll get, turnover ratios, average performance, sick days per person. You get all of this data sort of coming through as you begin to update the system with more and more employees. You can go in any time and begin to add that. One of the things you would do here is a compensation change. So we can look at the employee Martin Brown, and if we want to update his salary, which is 25,000, we can go back into the submission and find Martin Brown. And then we want to say, okay, compensation change, salary change is gone to 28,000. He's been good, he's got a pay rise. Date is the 1st of September 2018. And if we wanted to add bonuses and shares, you can do all of that as well. So we'll add a bonus as well. £2,000. He's had that, and so we can keep a track of where he is. Then we can submit the data, and then we can go through the employee analysis for Martin Brown, and we see his salary has now gone from 25 to 28 where we updated it, and now there's a bonus as well that's been added in there. So it's really, really simple, this system. You can just, as I say, you can come into the submission page, quickly update an employee, include an employee, update their data as needed. You get a full analysis of each employee here. You can do all of their sick and holiday absence management here. You can do all of their performance management in here, and then you get a nice dashboard which gives you a nice digital dashboard analysis of the employees. And obviously, as you begin to populate it with data, this will fill up. So this is a good system for managing your staff.